large portion of the Terran army, and the Zerg player will be able to replenish his army faster. Now on 5 bases, the Terran finally taking his 4th. It is a PF, and it is fully saturated already, not including the gases. So very quick play, and now spreading creep over here to deny the Terran's 5th. And then very good. Right now, actually, it could be anyone's game. It's only going to take one big mistake from either player to end this, but I would say that now, I take that back. The game really looks like it's in Imbaloli's favor just because of what I said earlier, how the Zerg player can max it again much faster. The Zerg player at 159 supply, and that's only going to get bigger. Terran player at 145 now, and slowly rising, but that Zerg player is on the 5th base, not quite saturated yet. And it's going to be really hard for the Terran player to take his 5th. Trying to drop here, just losing Marines instead of doing any damage. Oh, he didn't actually lose them. He loaded them back up, so very nice. Keeping the Zerg player on the edge, but if he flies over some infestors, that's game over for that medevac. And here's the Terran army still in the same spot. And here it goes. It's going to be a run-by from Imbaloli, and it's surprising that this didn't happen a long time ago. He can't really engage this because of the PF, but he can engage this. There's not much in that bunker. He could get a lot of production, could kill a lot of SCVs. And the Terran player spots this push because of the tower. He's going to siege up. That was Imbaloli's window, but he missed the chance. He's going to get in here on these siege tanks. Once again, the Ultralisk tanking a lot of damage. I don't think he should have pulled back. He should have done as much damage as he could have. Fungal growthing those Marines so they can't catch up to the infestors. And he's going to lose, I think he lost 2 or 3 infestors there. Most of his army, Ultralisk slings and banelings. That was a better exchange for Empire Kaz than it was for Imbaloli. And are we seeing Broodlords? We are seeing Broodlords. So that is the right choice. When you are against a big tank army, Broodlords are the way to go. Now, keep in mind, Broodlords are slow and expensive, so you have to use them properly. You can't fly them over this mid-ground because you're going to have, you know, Marines stimming and running under them. You're going to get Marines picked up in their medevacs and dropped underneath them. You have to use the elevation to your advantage when you're using Broodlords. So now getting high ground for these siege tanks. Look how many siege tanks there are. Now if there was ever a time to push with Ultralisks, this would be it. Once they got in close, it would be over for all those siege tanks at the same time. This expansion does not stand a chance against this many siege tanks on the low ground. And Imbaloli really can't afford to push against that right now. It would be a bad decision. He really needs to decide to let this go. It's too late to do anything about it. Wait until this army... Now there's your window, so watch for moments like that. When he unsieges and he's on the move, now Imbaloli needs to engage that. Well, it's moving, and he's not going to. He's going to miss this. Although, here's his chance. If he sieges up... this is bad for Empire Kaz, and this is the mistake I was talking about. Like I said, it only takes one mistake for either player here, and that was it. Imbaloli is going to take that exchange, and that was a good pickup for him. And now that he's got the Broodlord tech, he's ahead in supply and tech. Actually, not ahead in supply. Wow, Empire Kaz has macroed up a second army, but Marauders was the wrong choice for him, as Broodlords are now going to be the predominant part of Imbaloli's mix. And it'll be interesting to see how he deals with this now. Infestors are going to be able to fungal growth effectively. Although it looks like he doesn't have enough energy for fungal growth. Going to suicide his infestor into that army, and he needs to use these Broodlords. He could use them down here and exploit this high ground clip. Just kind of walk them around in circles, merry-go-round style. But did he lose those Broodlords? I think he lost those Broodlords. Hold on, I'm going to the unit count. He lost those Broodlords. One escaping over here. Production tab. Not making any more Broodlords. This is bad. This is really bad. And Empire Kaz is going to push in here. Fungal growth going down on the army. That was quite the good fungal growth. Leaving the Marines with next to no health. A second fungal growth. Slaughtering all the bio. The Marauders still with like inches of health. And the Broodlords are going to do some damage here. The tanks are on siege though, so they're not going to do splash damage to each other. And he needs more Broodlords, because that is the unit that is going to win him this game. Although Infested Terran would do it too if he gets enough Infestors with energy on here. But it looks like Imbaloli is going to hold on. But siege tanks are making this very difficult for him to expand. gonna deny this base again if Imbololi does not engage here. Broodlords could take this, Lings could take it too. It's not an army that is good for dealing with Lings. The hatchery is gonna go down though, and Broodlords and Infestors together with the Lings are going to clean that up quite handedly. Now there are a lot of Thor. So, interesting choice, but I still don't think Thor are the right choice to deal with Broodlords. He needs Vikings, which he does have. Thor are also not very good at dealing with Lings. So, right now, if he maxes it on Lings, I think he would be in a very good shape. And it would start to make Vikings useless. And he's not going to get any more Vikings. He's actually going to go for battle cruisers, which is funny to me. But fungal growth going down in the army, he needs to... he's got so many infestors, he needs Neural Parasite that would really help him against those Thors. However, fungal growth after the patch do so much damage to armored units. The Broodlords are going to clean those up anyway due to that extra damage. And this is such a back and forth game. I was worried about it at first, but it's really starting to get exciting. And I don't know who's going to win this. He's going to try to take an Expo, but I don't think it's going to work. I mean, Imbololi knows what's going on. And this base is going up too. Forced to deal with this Marine Ball. The fungal growth going down on that's going to clean it up. But he's not going to be able to deny this. And if this turns into a PF, it's going to be extremely hard to engage from then on in. And these infestors trying to do as much damage and cause as much trouble as possible. But they are by themselves, and that is a scary situation for them. He does not have Burrow researched. And that's upsetting to me. Oh no! Oh, he's going to lose those infestors. And now Empire Kaz knows they're there. Hopefully they do not get trapped here. And odd shift rally sort of thing going on here. I'd like to see him control those a little more carefully. Oh, they're going to push against this Thor. Use your fungal, man. Take that thing out. Or at least fungal it so you can get away. But these infestors, they have a free shot at this mineral line here. I guess there's a PF here. That was pretty cool animation. That infestor going down to the PF. They were almost in range of the PF again. So those SCVs are going to go down. And a couple of infested Terran. He's really trying to harass here, but he's now boxing. He's going to lose all those infestors. This is extremely expensive for Imbololi. But he did some pretty good mineral line damage. Speaking of kills, 20 kills on that one infestor. That is pretty awesome. Now we have a Zerg army coming down here. Lings, Ultralisks, infestors, and just gonna scoop around. And you know, this is a tough decision-making game. I think he should have stuck to those Broodlords. I mean, well, I guess now that this battle cruiser's out, he's gonna need lots of corruptors. Tough call, man. This is a nice army mix from Empire Kaz now. He's going to have Battlecruiser, Thor, Marine. And there's really no weak spot in that army. A good size Broodlord Corruptor army could deal with that, I think. Just kind of use the Broodlords to keep the Thors in place. And really deal with the Vikings and the Battlecruisers with your Corruptors. But we are going to see weapons upgrades level 2 for those battle cruisers. And I don't even think Imbololi knows the battle cruisers are coming. So that is a big deal right there. They're going to come by surprise. It looks like Empire Kaz is going to stock up on them before he reveals them, which is a good choice. A massive tech switch can really take your opponent by surprise. This army is going to get surrounded. There's the mind control on those Thors. Mind controlling almost all of them. Instantly having the army power of the Terran there, and now going to clean them up with the Ultralisks while they're still mind controlled. And there you go. That was a great pickup for Imbololi. And now that he has that mind control, battle cruisers are looking less attractive. He can what's it called? Neural Parasite the battle cruisers and really turn them against each other, especially because they have Yamato Cannon, which is great for Imbololi. There we go. I want to see him use the Yamato Cannon. There he goes. Oh, he's gonna. That was Empire Kaz using the Yamato Cannon on the infestors. So infested Terran down below the battle cruisers, trying to pick off that last battle cruiser, and it does not go down. Yeah, I definitely would have liked to see Imbololi use the Yamato Cannon on the battle cruisers to kill one another. And that is a big option for Zerg, so keep that in mind. And, wow. That is a ballsy expansion. Empire Kaz taking an expansion all the way up here, right next to the Zerg's expansion. Zerg checking for an expansion here, but there isn't one, so I think he just assumes that that's all there is. Coming up here, finally finding this by Empire Kaz. He will not be able to do anything because it is a PF. He's going to lose that Infestor, and that's expensive. And these Lings are not going to be able to do any damage either. The SCVs are going to repair. He needs to back these Lings up. This is a waste of money for Imbololi. Is not going to do anything. That was painful to watch. And I still think he needs Broodlords. Broodlords and Corruptors, although Infestors are going to do the trick too. So I know it's expensive, but I mean, he's on 5 bases. I guess one of them, none of them are mined out yet. Oh, there's his main mined out. But, and there's another one mined out. So, Infestor, Broodlord to mind control those battle cruisers. And I guess he doesn't even need Broodlords. Infestor Corruptor would do the trick. Oh, God. So this is scary. Lots of tech switches going on in this game. The Broodlords only made kind of a cameo, and then he stopped making them. I guess they're kind of like Colossus, where they're only going to work for one engagement, and then your opponent gets wise and tech switches to counter them. But here come the battlecruisers to really clean up the Zerg. I think Zerg let these battlecruisers get out of hand, and holy crap. I'm not sure what Imbololi can do now. Empire Kaz has just got too many battle cruisers, and even if he comes in here and he mind controls them, they're just going to focus down the Infestors. And there's the GG. Wow, I didn't know who was going to win that game until very late into it. I hope you guys enjoyed this game, guys. Thanks for watching StarCrafting. I'm SSN Incarnum. Have a good evening.